Oh, that's broken. We're gonna load the tune that blew the chain up last pass.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
Today on Cars and Cameras, we're back working on the 670 turbo methanol fuel injected rail car. We ran a 711 at 91.23 miles an hour last time. We are tickling the sixes, which isn't just fast for a lawnmower powered vehicle.
It's fast for any vehicle.
Sixes is fast for any vehicle.
Yeah.
So we hope to get there in this episode, but we have a laundry list of upgrades to throw at this thing beforehand. Primarily a titanium axle. In the last episode, when our tuner Wyatt turned up the two-step, we basically exploded and bent our drive chain and support here. We broke off our exhaust hanger. We need to install a new fuel pump. We have an O2 sensor from Haltech. There's a lot of things we're going to be throwing at this thing before we head to the track, so let's get started.
Alright, I got the axle. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start on removing the wheels. Trying to. I love how light these things are.
Yes, sir.
It's great.
Now we can finally get a good look at the carnage.
Yeah.
That is quite the hub setup.
Yeah. Did you notice, I don't know why, but those have decided to, all that torque, I think.
Torque.
Torque.
I mean, this is for basically an 11 horsepower go-kart. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually surprised it's been holding up.
And so is this, honestly. This is for a 6.5 horsepower go-kart.
Yeah, and it's a split sprocket.
Split sprocket.
Yeah.
And this is a very expensive hub. Super fancy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's broken.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think the chain, when it got wrapped around it, so we need some bolts. But that's not a problem.
That's wild. Look how it's wobbly.
Yeah. Well, that's carnage there. Yeah. Oh, it's trophy material, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah. Here's a better one. Really see the bent head.
You can't visualize torque. Yes, you can. Well, it's not torque.
This is not torque. It's the chain got a hold of it.
Right.
Alright. Well, you missed it, bud. I went to go loosen this thing up and it just went ding! And yeah, scared me. This exhaust is in the way. Alright. Hold that. A little squished on that one somehow. Well, it did a good job while it lasted. Yeah, it's even bent right there. Yeah, so here, let's put a straight edge on this bar, basically. You can see the kink in that bar right there. That's where it got bent and pulled it to.
We're gonna need to replace the jack shaft too, because the jack shaft was...
The jack shaft is still in a bind. When I take it apart in a few minutes, it's gonna want to spring towards you. So I'm gonna get that done here in a minute. Oh.
No live action. That jack shaft is banned.
Let's see. It doesn't appear to be wobbling, but it looks crooked. I wonder if it like bent up something else. I don't know. Anyhow, this is toast, so we're gonna get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna be removing the axle next. So I've got a lot of collars and
so many collars,
little nit bits I got to get rid of. So you're right, dude. I'm gonna be spending the rest of the day on this axle.
So we have a little leftover gasoline in this thing from when we ran it at the drag strip. Nice thing is we have this micro cart. Help.
What's up? Let me get a...
Thanks, sir.
Sir.
As I was saying, we have this nice micro cart here we can just drain all our fuel into. Now this is approximately... Oh! They're at the top. 20 minutes of riding time.
Let me get a...
I need another reservoir. Alright. So we can get all this fuel drained, get rid of this old fuel pump, and install the new one.
Alright, I got all the spindles off and all the lock collars and everything.
We found a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah. So now it's time for this axle to get on out of here, and let's get this new axle in there.
This is basically like the 3-year service for this thing.
Dude, I was expecting to see like a twisted axle or something. All the keyways are straight. It's like this axle's been doing great.
Why are we replacing?
Because we're scared. Here we go. First time this axle's been out in a while. I ran out. Come on. I got something here, Yeah. Why'd it stop?
Excalibur.
I would like to weigh this and compare it to the
Titanium.
Which I think they're going to be the same weight, because this one, hello, is hollow and the titanium is not.
So in your right hand, our left, is the original chromoly axle, hollow,
Yep.
1 1/4.
3.5 pounds.
Okay. And in your other hand is the new titanium axle. Now this is, it's not domestic, it's not USA titanium, this is foreign titanium. It's grade 5, but even foreign titanium should have about 50% more tensile strength than the chromoly we had.
My understanding, this is going to flex a little bit more too.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
But it doesn't snap.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I feel like it's heavier. 4. It's a 1/2 pound heavier. Not bad.
Considering it's solid.
Considering it's solid all
Let's
the way
get a good
through.
look at this thing, man. So we bought a rod on eBay.
Yep.
Had it shipped to Go Power Sports. Their machinist, shout out to Go Power Sports, turned it down to 1 1/4. As you can see, we have a step in here because this is a 32mm shaft, and they also put keyways in either side. So this is, we paid about $400 for the rod, and the machining was sponsored by Go Power Sports, but imagine a couple $100. So this is a very expensive piece that's going in the dragster.
Yes, it is.
It's not getting any simpler, that's for sure.
No, and the idea is safety, because we don't want an axle breaking going down the drag strip. And well, I think we were getting to the point where a regular go-kart axle like this one, we were going to eventually find the breaking point of that. So,
right. And if it was behind you, like a regular rail car, it wouldn't be a big deal. But because you're straddling it, like an old school front engine dragster, it's definitely dangerous.
Yes, it is.
So we wanted to bulletproof it.
So now I've got to get this into the rail. I do want to have the sleeve that we have on it, that we've had on it, over the shaft. I'm a little afraid it won't fit. Never mind, it fits. So the idea of this sleeve is a couple of things. So the axle goes through the go-kart right underneath our legs. The idea is if the axle snaps, this collar will help hold it in place and it won't be flopping around in the passenger compartment taking out our legs.
You are going to have one-wheel drive though, which is going to be another situation.
Yeah. Another thing, if you have a loose piece of clothing and it gets wrapped up in the axle, you don't want that clothing to pull you into the axle and hurt you. So what you can do is, while driving down the road, you can grab hold of this pipe and it'll stop. It'll just sit there and while the axle is spinning on the inside, so you won't get anything caught up in the axle. So
it's another safety piece.
Yes. So let's get this thing installed. And ooh, it's gonna be interesting.
For all the viewers at home that are saying, hey, that looks just like steel, and it looks just like steel in person too. Like, if you told me it was steel, I would believe you.
Right.
But
is titanium magnetic?
Let's find out. So there's a magnet. Nope. Not magnetic.
Stainless steel isn't magnetic either, unless it's the really poor stainless steel. It's got a little bit of magnet to it. So yeah, cool deal, man. It's interesting to know. So I'm still fighting with this thing. I think I'm gonna have to take that bearing loose. All right, so John is working on. We're fixing the wheelie bars on this thing. We're getting rid of the single bar down the middle in the back, and we're gonna do 2 bars coming off of one for each side, and they're gonna be adjustable. So John is working on TIG welding the heim joints to the bars.
That's what you want to call it. Doing my best. Cover.
Yep. Looking beautiful, bud.
It'll hold. Needs some more practice and more lessons.
All right, John is just finished up with the TIG. Yeah. It looks pretty good.
I want to hear your critique there, armchair engineers.
Yeah. So he's fixing to weld some tabs onto the rail. Now we're picking some different pickup point, or some different points. We're going to the corner of the rail over there.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so we saw all your comments of like worried about like the safety of the roll cage being bolted in just 3 places, and also the placement of our upper member here. We didn't put it up here because we thought it would ruin the look of the dragster, but this is kind of dangerous because if you have some kind of big crash, like, yeah, it could go right through your back. We don't want that, so we're going to add 2 additional.
we're going to add
side.
2 and then take away the 1.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're removing the middle one and we're adding these 2. So,
yep.
It's adding more weight, but you know, if it's safety, you kind of need it. You don't want to skimp there. So I'm waiting for this to cool off. I think I'm not moving fast enough because this is really, really hot. Everything I've TIG welded has been very hot, so I need to figure that out. But until then, I'm just going to keep trucking, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. 1 here, 1 on the other side. We have the adjustability with the Heims here.
Not too bad.
And that'll be done.
It's going to be something kind of like that, and then this one is going to be right here at this point.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's hot. And it's in front of the driver, so I feel pretty good about it.
So you'll get a great GoPro shot of this thing going.
Yeah, yeah.
Or there goes your arm.
No, man.
No?
No.
Oh.
No, it'll be fine.
You're gonna drive like Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and I just mounted the fuel pump right here on this wonderful bracket that John just made. Now I've got to run some line to the engine and run another line back to the fuel pump that's sitting on top of here. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good.
All right, so we made a lot of progress on the rail here, so I'm gonna give you guys an update. We had to order, I had to design, and I just ordered a new CAD cut adapter for our super hub that still managed to shear the key, and our new 520 sprocket. That'll be here in a few days. The wheelie bar now has 4 points of contact, and I'm not gonna get too close to those welds because I just started TIG welding. We have a new O2 sensor here from Haltech. It's the NTK, which is supposed to be better for methanol applications. So we can just pull this plug out and we'll finally have an O2 reading.
And I'm working on the plumbing in the new fuel pump and filters. We got the nice steel braided lines going in. So yeah, a few more minutes and I'll be done with that.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a professional setup almost. I mean, here come all the comments, but that's probably our best work yet when it comes to setting up a fuel pump. So I think it's pretty sweet.
Yep.
And I mean, it may be the cheapest fuel pump setup on Amazon, but you know what? It'll be fine.
As long as it works.
Absolutely. So we're gonna run into a few things that are gonna prevent us from having this done, like the adapter and a few other pieces, but man, onwards and upwards.
That's right.
All right, we are back from Bonneville. This is our first job we're working on back from Bonneville, and our parts came in for the rail. So we have this new jack shaft. It's a little bit longer because our new axle chain tensioner reinforcement brace is wider. It's stronger than the old one, and so our sprockets are going to get pushed out just a little bit more. So we need a longer jack shaft. It's quite a job to get the old jack shaft out. A whole lot of stuff to remove, so we're going to be inspecting everything as we take it out, make sure it's good to go, and then we're going to be headed for some track time later this week. If you haven't watched our Bonneville Salt Flats racing adventure, go check out those episodes. It was an epic time. We averaged 117 miles an hour in the timed mile on our homemade motorcycle with the all-billet Briggs & Stratton. Not bad for like 5,000 feet of elevation and 5 mile an hour headwind. So a lot of ups and downs. Go check out those episodes if you haven't seen them already. Well, this lock collar was just free floating on the shaft. So if you have a bearing, usually it comes with a lock collar and it locks in there and it prevents the jack shaft from walking back and forth. This one was not, this one had gotten loose. And so we recommend, these little lock keys can be quite tricky, the little Allens to keep tight. They're easy to strip out. They're just kind of a pain. What we recommend doing is using some blue Loctite, and that helps them stay in place in addition to really cranking them down. That usually makes them stay put. We put this in before we knew about the Loctite trick though.
All right, dude, so I got this side undone. You got that side undone?
Yeah.
I believe we are ready to come apart with this thing.
All right.
So I'm gonna stay on this side. I'm gonna start hammering the shaft through while holding the driven pulley. And you Excalibur that thing.
You got it.
Can you get it yet?
No. Keep going.
Very good. Oh, wow.
Heck yeah. That's it. I can't believe that little key. You okay?
Yeah.
Ouch. I can't believe that little key was holding our 70, 80, 90, 100 horsepower. But that was not the weak point. And we actually put a longer one in there, so it might be okay.
You'll be fine. That welder's DUN done.
It's such a bad sound. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were the wires in the conduit.
Yeah.
Vibrating before it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see the big spark this time, though.
Yeah. That's not good, John.
No.
What a shame.
Yeah. Had a good 8 or 9 years with this puppy.
We had it that long?
It's been a while.
Ah, we got that over at your dad's.
Yeah. My parents paid for that one. That was our starter welder, yeah.
Okay. We can take it apart and look inside, or we just buy another one.
Yep. Oh well.
Might be good to buy another one. Man, that thing's looking pretty good.
It is looking good. So we have our new chain and our new sprocket. Why did we go with this chain? This is, what is it?
Motorcycle chain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were using 40, like machine chain before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle
The width of the sprocket we had to use the thick stuff. But now we have a motorcycle chain.
Yeah.
Along with our titanium axle.
Man, there ain't no way.
No way.
There ain't no way.
Alright, so we're gonna have to back this thing
Let's try it, yeah.
to there.
Yeah.
And now we got a sloppy
Look at that.
chain.
Wow, that is real sloppy. Like,
That's bad.
who set this thing up? So I guess we need to just cut that link and then add the master link, and we'll figure out where we're gonna put the tensioner.
Yeah.
So, man. Now, is there any? Do we have different gears? Look at that. Like a pro. He's taken to that tigging like a duck in water. More like a fish in water. Look at him go. So fast. So accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking good, John.
Yeah. I take like a duck. Hi.
Nice. And that was gap welding.
Yeah, actually worked.
Dude, that looks fantastic.
Not too bad.
Looks good. All right, so we'll be done in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Get this thing back together.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna be riding in 15 minutes.
All right. Now I know he's lying.
Backyard.
That ain't gonna happen. All right.
I asked Ike if he wanted to TIG weld, and he decided to make a jigsaw puzzle instead. Just trying to figure out what you have in mind here, buddy.
Want it to be even.
Yep.
So, what I'm doing is something like this. Maybe. My baby does the... You
have to hold it until it starts. You can let go of the trigger. While Ike is practicing his TIG welding skills, it's a great time to talk about his limited edition t-shirt he's wearing. It's Ike's Beanie Weenie recipe on a t-shirt. On the front, it has Isaac and I as weenies, It's hilarious. It's really funny. And on the back, it has Ike's Beanie Weenie recipe. So we can go over some of these. You're going to need some maple bacon, some beef franks, a can of original beans, dark brown sugar, yellow onion barbecue sauce, spices you like, and yellow mustard. And then it has what you need to do in order to make it. And then it's got a can of cartoonized beans on the t-shirt with the Cars and Cameras logo. So if you're a fan of Ike's Beanies and Weenies and you want the recipe to make them forever and ever, it's a great time to go to CarsandCameras.com and pick up a limited run item of Ike's Beanie Weenie t-shirt.
Good little touch up.
I hear you. Hey man, for someone that claims to not be good at TIG, that's not bad.
Well, you saw the Ducati. The panel that we did for the
yeah, it was a little brutal.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Dude, let's see the front of that Beanie Weenie shirt.
Oh.
That's a great color, by the way.
It's nice. The only thing I don't like, I mean, everything, it's awesome. But we had to add the little bit of a tip on there, on the hairdo to make it look like a hat.
Kind of looked like he was wearing a do-rag.
Yeah, it looked like a do-rag.
But it was funny, so we just added the little bit of a hat. So you know what? When you get yours, you either get do-rag Ike or get a Sharpie.
Yeah. Do me a favor, just add with the Sharpie a little bit on the to put a little.
Just take the helmet off.
Yeah. So rather than the straight-on front shot where you can't see the bill, just have a little bit of on the side. That's what we're looking for.
Well, hold on. It looked like the weenie.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can kind of see the bill. It's there.
Yeah.
All right. So when you get your Beanie Weenie shirt, guys.
Yeah, just do me a favor. I want people to know it's me.
Yeah. Honestly, though, great T-shirt. I love the design.
I like it.
Pick one up at Cars-Cameras.com. We're doing a limited run. And while you're on our website picking up one of the Beanie Weenie T-shirts, pick up a Go or Blow T-shirt as well. This is modeled after the rail. It's the America-themed Go or Blow, Cars and Cameras on the front, with a sweet illustration of the Dragster on the back. I absolutely love this t-shirt. It's a nice off-white. It's about as close to white as we can get because we get dirty all the time, but this still hides stains somewhat okay, so if you're busy like us, it's a good t-shirt to pick up. It's nice and lightweight. And while you're at it, today's the last day to get entered to win our Tillotson 225 giveaway.
Say off-white?
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, you know. It's gray off-white, but anyway, we're giving away this Tillotson 225 Performance Engine from GoPowersports.com. Today is the last day to enter, September 18th. We upgraded it with a 24mm flat slide carburetor, this header pipe, and it's also got an ARC billet flywheel. This thing makes about 15 horsepower out of the box, so if you're rocking with a 98 or a 212, this is going to be like a giant step up from that. Anyway, you can read all the rules on our website, Cars-Cameras.com. Thank you for your orders for t-shirts and stickers. This is a great way to support Cars and Cameras, and yeah, get yourself some awesome merch. Anyway, let's get the thing cleaned up and get some paint on it.
See that big old chonkiness right there? Missing some of the...
Yeah.
Check it out. Just overly do it. Take this little pinch of sweepings.
Fairy dust. Like it never even happened.
Pay for it. Bingo, baby.
Just a couple of dribbins.
Went a little bit overboard on the...
It's alright. Look at this thing, though. Man, we've been needing to do this touch-up paint for years. It's looking good, man.
It's looking so good. I'm very happy with it. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I'm just glad we finally got all the random black paint off this thing.
Well, we still got the wheelie bars. But I think, you know what, I'm fine with the wheelie bars being black. It just kind of... It matches the seat.
Yeah.
It's,
How come it doesn't fit anymore?
That's it, buddy.
There we go.
It is installed. Looking pretty good. Only thing we need to do is install the sprockets. Look, it still had plenty of paint left in there. Install the sprockets, and we are going to have to put an extra brace in, like tying this bracket up with on the frame to keep it from like twisting from the sprocket on the bottom here, because with it floating on these bearings, it's going to want to twist, and this is going to want to go in the chain. So I think if we just find a little brace or something, maybe an adjustment bolt or something, it'll work pretty good. So
we always have great ideas after we paint something.
I don't think it's going to require welding.
So in case we didn't cover it, like, why is our tensioner so tensiony? Basically, we were right there. Like, we would need a half link on this chain, and we don't want to install a half link, so.
Yeah.
And then you can't move the axle or the jack shaft. It's just without hours and hours of work. Yeah, it's fixed, so.
It would have been nice. So originally we set this thing up, when we first built it, we set it up for the original setup. And did we even have tensioners? I know we had a thing there and a thing there. Yeah. So this, oh, it's here. Wait a minute, where was it? Was it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had, the jack shaft was actually the tensioner.
Yep.
Because we can move it backwards and forwards for this tension, and up and down for this, for both, really. So that's how we did it. So that's how the tensioner was working there.
Yeah, it's definitely not pretty, but we're gonna test it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it, honestly. But
we don't have any other sprockets.
yeah, this is it. This is the sprockets we have.
And this is the gearing we want.
And this is, yeah. And this can be taken off at any time.
Yeah, I guess I can order some. And after we go to the track, we can swap it out if we don't like it.
What we could do is we could go bigger with this sprocket and a little bit bigger with that sprocket to try to keep the ratio. And I bet you the chain is going to just kind of
be perfect.
It's going to be one of those where we have to find the happy medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Only other thing I can think of is this sprocket is on top pushing it down rather than pulling it up.
All right, we're all loaded up. We are headed to the drag strip. We're almost here. Oh,
turn right,
we're here already.
then take the first left.
That was fast. All right, we got to get the methanol tune loaded up in this thing, and we'll be doing a test fire. We're getting our tire pressures set. Track's going hot in about 20 minutes.
John, you got a big old smile on your face.
They were just talking about how the track is like super prepped tonight.
Yeah, the track is like really, really, really sticky. I almost lost my shoe.
Yep.
So
it's gonna be a good night.
If we don't break anything on the first hit, we should be good. Yeah.
So we're picking up where we left off. We're gonna load the tune that blew the chain up last pass.
Yep.
So you said you're gonna let it rip off the line and then maybe take it easy. Keep your eye on the chain.
I'm gonna try to break it off the line, and then once I get going, I'm gonna come out of it, and I'm just gonna get up to like 50-something miles per hour, and I want to watch that chain.
Good idea.
What it looks like.
Yep. What's the name of the file?
I think it's this one, the methanol two-step 711 extra spicy tune. I think that's the one that.
Why 711?
Because that's what it ran.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After this pass, we got to load the Buc-ee's tune into it.
The Buc-ee's tune?
Yeah. Yeah, we still got like it's 70, 75. Like that's probably why I just want to start. Yeah.
commented it was a Pro Tree.
Ah. Still ran an 875 at 87 miles an hour.
It was running terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, the 60 foot was a 2.5.
What was it?
A 2.50.
It was spitting and sputtering. It's loosened up some, but not anywhere where I'd adjust it. So the chain looked pretty good until I let off the throttle at the end of the 8th mile, and boy, that chain sure did get loose. Loose enough I was a little uncomfortable, but maybe I'll just slowing down, maybe I'll give it a little throttle while braking to try to keep that
Little
chain
bit of tension on it.
Yeah, a little tight.
All right, so we added a little fuel to the tune.
Yep.
We're thinking maybe there was just a little too much gasoline still in the tank.
Well, that should have made it a little bit on the rich side, I think. It's a little bit of gas because it's more flammable than the methanol, so it should have been a little on the rich side, I think.
Well, we added 10% more fuel, so.
Okay. I'm thinking, yeah, it was acting like it was lean to me. So, yeah, could be a temperature thing from the last tune. Obviously, the humidity's up pretty high right now too. So, clouds are coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get back out on the track and see if it does any good.
Give it a shot. Add it. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I got into the 7s.
Hey!
It was spitting and sputtering. It was great out of the hole. Why are they doing the Pro Tree?
I don't know.
Am I in the wrong? Do I need to go in the other lane, or is it all Pro Tree?
It's okay.
Because I was waiting for the lights to start counting down to hit the 2-step.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was sleeping on the light.
Right, letting it build a little bit. All right, so you had a 1.660 foot, a 1.6160 foot, 483 and the 330. And then out the back door at 80 miles an hour at 781. So you slowed down about 8 miles an hour.
From the last run?
Yeah, 7 miles an hour, yeah. You were at 87 miles an hour before. Yeah.
Really? Dude, it shot out of the hole.
Yeah, 161. That's starting to be in the ballpark where we need to be.
Okay, so we gotta go the other way with the fuel adjustment.
Yeah.
good.
It's not bad. It's
Try to take out your leg.
yeah. That was a 760 at 89 miles an hour. Your 60 foot was a 185, so you actually slowed down on the 60. Yeah, with a 330 of 489.
What was my reaction time?
0.5.
Half second. Yeah. So it's hard to learn this thing because it's different every launch.
Yeah.
It's never the same, so I'm having trouble with the reaction time. I thought I hit it pretty good on that one, but I guess not. It almost didn't start on me.
Really?
The battery's getting so dead.
Yeah, let's plug it in.
We gotta charge it up and
Pull some fuel out.
it's still surging on the top end.
Well, it went faster when I pulled fuel out, so what do you think, Ike?
Just a little bit more
Okay.
on the top end.
Because it's your best mile an hour of the night, though
Yeah.
the 60 foot was.
What was the, did you change the whole shot one? Because it was slower.
No.
The whole shot. Okay.
So I can add some fuel there, because I think it wants more there, and take it out up top.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it. Let's hook it up and try to get another run tonight. It's getting better.
Yeah, it did it again.
Yeah.
Dude, you're moving. We are moving, buddy.
Yeah. We can take a little bit more out.
Every time I do so, it seems to like it.
Yeah.
729 at 92 and a half miles an hour. There's a 1.760 foot and a 4.6 330. So, yeah, I mean, if you combine our best 60 foot of the night with that mile an hour and everything else,
It might scrape a 690.
I was on the wheelie bar on that one.
really. All right, we're gonna get this thing fueled up and run it back. Try to squeeze one more in. That last run was a 748, 86 and a half miles an hour, 161 60 foot, 467 330. Seven 335 at 88.
733s all the way around it.
Yeah, we're getting there, yeah.
Well, you got a 1.560 foot, eh?
Whoa. What?
So you did a 1.560 foot. That's your best 60 foot ever.
Yeah, dude, this thing's leaving hard.
It is, yeah.
And it's, did you notice it's a little swirly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tire, I watched it, the tires were pancaked out. Like they were, when you left, they smushed out.
It's leaving hard. And it was wanting to take off one way.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna need to try to get another run in.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like you got the 60 foot dialed in, buddy.
Yeah, that runs clean, but I don't know if we're having an ignition issue up top or what it is, but it's not mattering what I do with the tune, it keeps breaking up.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have kind of proper voltage in the battery.
No, we're down to like 11 volts, so it's probably maybe it's getting weak spark. The plugs are also old.
Yeah.
I can't get it to run right. I don't know what's going on. I've been swinging up and down with the fuel. Like maybe we need to see what the fuel gauge is doing. I mean, everything I've tried, I've been everywhere up and down the range, and it's not making a difference.
That last one was pretty good.
The launch was good. The back end was terrible.
The launch of this last one was excellent.
That was your fastest yet.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. But we need to know what that fuel gauge is doing, if it's dropping or raising or something. What was my reaction time on that?
All right, so Ike's last pass. Ooh, the 072 reaction time with a 1577, 60 foot, 477, 8330, and 772 at 82 miles an hour. So it's funny how we just can't get that combination. But hey, fastest ever 60 foot.
What was it?
Your reaction time was 072, I think.
That's great. What was the 60 foot?
1577.
Nice.
Last run for real this time. We have 20% more fuel on the top end. It's the Hail Mary.
So why it's really frustrated too.
So we're waiting in here in line. Some kind of issue with the track. I don't know. We're just chilling now.
Yep. Bit of a line.
Yeah, a bit of a line in front of us, but that's all right. We just need to get that exhaust gas temperature sensor. I think it ran really cleanly a couple times for us, and we were like, we don't need that. It's running great.
Yeah.
And here the weather's different. It's just a good tool to have. So
It is.
we're learning like any other time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a clean pass here. We're going to be throwing some different weights in our driver to try to get a little bit more stall and launch it harder.
Dude, if it launches harder than it did on the last pass, we might like lift it and unload the tires.
Really?
Yeah. It hit the wheelie bar and it was on the wheelie bar kind of hard on that last pass.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we were to get this thing running clean and stuff, I think we'd be screwing up putting a stall in. That's just my thought.
You're saying it'd be too much.
I think it would be.
Let's see.
But gotta get it running.
Yeah.
It's our turn now, boys.
It's our turn to shine.
Good.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Buddy. That's wild. Nope. What if our engine's cooked finally?
You know what? I wonder if we popped the head gasket.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe that's why it's pushing so much oil out.
Yeah. Oh, he's broken down, dude.
Maybe we definitely blew a head gasket out.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's always the last run. We blew a line. We sure did. Good. Thank you, guys. I windowed the block.
Really?
No, but the crankcase hose blew off. Another one.
Another one?
Another one. So rather than oiling down the track,
You pulled
once
over.
my helmet got fogged, I pulled over and stopped.
I'm glad you're okay.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
and then I found out that I blew another line.
All right.
So we're done.
Yeah.
We didn't get into the sixes, and you know what? That's okay. We got 730 something.
728, 729, something like that.
Back into the 720s, and the chain and sprockets held up.
Yep. Quickest ever 60 foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Again?
Well, I'm just saying in general.
Like you're sitting there 157, 158.
Yeah.
The hub on the left side, I think, is going bad.
Really?
Yeah. So we got to check that out. It was clunking. The wheel was wobbling a little bit. I
Yikes.
thought it was bad. I thought the lug nuts came loose.
Yeah.
It might be the hub.
Okay. Well, we'll have to go home and check it out.
So even if the oil didn't get me that hub, I was going to say, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
Don't need a wheel leaving the chat while I'm going down the track. So let's get this thing loaded up, and then I don't know, head home.
Try again another day.
Yeah, try again. So what can I say? I did it again. I rolled down the track, not too bad. I pulled over. So we're done for the night. We will see y'all at the shop.
Well, we did it again, folks. We oiled down the track, but we did our quickest ever 60 foot of a 1577. We can't seem to get the combination of the 60 foot and the mile an hour. So the smart thing is just to get an exhaust gas temp sensor from Haltech, as well as a fuel pressure sensor. And that's what we think we ran into. We ran a compression test. We ran a leak down test. Everything seems to be fine. Everything's within the spec.
We're probably losing fuel pressure, which is showing up at the top end going down the track. We're probably losing pressure, going lean, and that's why it's popping and snapping, and doing well out of the hole, you know. So the fuel pressure is probably dropping. We need to find a way to visually check the fuel pressure.
Ideally, log it would be really nice. But we got some new paint on this thing. It's looking better than ever. We redid our wheelie bars. We have the new titanium axle, so it should be safer.
It did pretty good. It felt good.
Did pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't know what to do with my hands.
that's right. Our Tillotson 225 giveaway ends tonight. So go to our website, CarsandCameras.com, and pick up a Go or Blow t-shirt to get automatically entered to win. We're going to be drawing the winner on Instagram Live tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support by buying merchandise. That's Cars-Cameras.com. We'll see you next time. 2016? Yeah, 8 years ago. Wow. Yeah, so we thought we'd do a Jeb the Bush update because we just we had the car show at the Wheels and Wings at the Washington airport, and we ran into a couple subscribers that asked about Jeb the Bush. So here we go, 1997 to 2016, in loving memory, Jeb the Bush. But look, the Bush is fine.
Still here.
Yeah, it's not quite, you know what? I mean, it's never quite been the same. But that's okay.